Hello, I'm Sally Rumsey. As an academic librarian, I supported library services for open research at the London School of Economics and from 2006 to 2019 at the Bodleian Libraries, University of Oxford, where I was Head of Scholarly Communications and Research Data Management. More recently, I was JISC's Open Access Expert as part of UKRI's support for cOAlition S. I retired from this role in 2022 and remain a cOAlition S ambassador. In 2023, I undertook a piece of work for JISC as part of its Adopting and Managing Institutional Rights Retention Policies project. I ran focus groups for representatives of UK universities. The result was community-validated use cases for institutional rights retention policies, which will inform JISC's future provision of support resources. In 2021, cOAlition S launched its rights retention strategy. The intent was to empower funded researchers to retain sufficient rights to be able to use their work as they choose and to be able to meet their funders' open access requirements. Inspired by this and by the preceding UK Scholarly Communications licence, many UK universities are keen to adopt a local institutional rights retention policy. Institutional policies are much stronger than a funder's policy. In the UK, they can form part of a researcher's employment contract. Universities are adopting them both in support of and with the support of their academic staff. The policies cut through the complex stack of conflicting open access policies and robustly counter publishers' restrictions on authors' use of their own intellectual content. The resulting ability to maximise dissemination of research findings via channels of the researcher's choice is beneficial for researchers and their institutions, for wider research and for society in general. The University of Edinburgh was the first in the UK to launch its institutional rights retention policy. Institutional rights retention policies can be individual university initiatives. There are also fine examples of UK universities collaborating to adopt policies. Groups are typically situated in a geographic region and have a common vision encapsulated in a joint statement with which they align their individual policies. Groups that have published common statements so far are the Midlands Innovation Group of 8 universities, SCIRL, the Scottish Confederation of University and Research Libraries, which includes all 19 Scottish universities, the GW4 Alliance of Bath, Bristol, Cardiff and Exeter universities, and the first UK group to take a collaborative approach, the Northern Research Partnership of 8 institutions, known as N8. There are many benefits of collaborative working on rights retention. Universities can share resources such as information materials, as well as knowledge and expertise. Smaller institutions may benefit from bigger universities sharing resources and experiences. Having a strong coordinated group with a single aim sends a powerful message to the wider community and to publishers that demand researchers freely give them their rights and that have restrictive sharing policies. Rights retention initiatives may form part of an overarching research collaboration, as is the case with N8. In these scenarios, it is likely that senior members of the institutions are already actively involved. Such high-level support is crucial. Although support services, open access publishing, licenses expertise and infrastructure such as institutional repositories may reside within the library, senior management understanding and promotion is critical. Researchers' rights have a direct impact on research-related policies, including open research, research integrity and reward and assessment. Rights permissions are overcomplicated by some scholarly publishers who associate them with business models such as subscriptions, read and publish deals and hybrid open access. In my opinion, decisions of when, where and to whom researchers can disseminate their own research findings should be governed by a simple premise. Control of the author's dissemination of their intellectual content should be governed by the researcher and their research process, not an external service provider who has no involvement in the research itself. To underpin this premise, institutions should consider supporting their researchers to use and reuse their own work as they choose as one of their core staff policies. It has taken only 2 years for an impressive 26 UK institutions to adopt institutional rights retention policies. There are more in the pipeline. See Professor Stephen Eaglin's splendid visualisation. Globally, the numbers of similar policies are increasing too. See the Open Access Directory list of policies. The direction of travel is clear. Increasing numbers of institutions are supporting researchers to retain sufficient rights to be able to use their own research outputs as they choose. Others can feel emboldened by such rapid progress. If your institution doesn't already have an institutional rights retention policy or similar, encourage it to take a stand against the anomaly of service industries holding the keys to academia's valuable assets. I'll end with some links and further reading.